Good evening, everyone. I'm Christy Siefkin, weather anchor and reporter for Fox 10 News, and this is my Pomeranian Gunner, and we would both like to welcome you to PAWS and Glitz at the Ritz. Panacea Animal Wellness Sanctuary is a not-for-profit organization, a 501c3, that is dedicated to saving lives, and tonight it is all about the animals and raising more money so that we can save more lives. Panacea Animal Wellness Sanctuary not only takes animals off the euthanasia list, but also educates the public so that animals don't end up in the shelter in the first place. To tell you a little bit more about the organization, I'd like to introduce you to our executive director and co-founder, Michelle Ellick.
The more we learned about the homeless animal problem in Maricopa County, the more we knew that we needed to do something to help solve the problem. So we started Panacea Animal Wellness Sanctuary back in the end of 2009, knowing that we wanted to kind of get people in the community together to brainstorm what can we do to make a change. I get the euthanasia list every day and it's beyond sad. There are puppies, there are kittens, there are purebreds, there are awesome mixes of all kinds who just need a second chance. And also we wanted to start some community awareness programs as well to try and educate the public, give the public resources to try and help keep the animals in the home and out of the shelters in the first place. Because a lot of people don't want to give up their animal to the pound, but they don't know what other options are out there. Or maybe it's a training, some type of behavioral issue where they could just seek a trainer's assistant, but they don't know where to go. What we do is we take a look at the euthanasia list from the pound and work with our fosters to see who can they take in based on their lifestyle and what other animals they have. Fosters will keep them for about 2 or 3 weeks just to make sure that they're well before coming to our adoption center, and also so that they can come with some information on how they are in a home environment. So we like to have a space in our adoption center where we can give information to kind of help the public. In the first 6 months, we've adopted over 200 cats and dogs to loving homes in the community that otherwise would have been put down. We started Panacea Animal Wellness Sanctuary end of 2009, and since that time we've been able to save over 600 dogs and cats. So it's been an amazing time. And then in the last 6 months, just within our Rescue Pautique Pet Adoption Center, we've been able to save more than 200.
The only thing I really knew about Phoebe when we got her was she was in a little accident with a construction fence, got her leg wrapped up in it, and had to get it amputated. So I just knew there was a three-legged puppy that needed somebody to foster her, and she's great. She's great with the other dogs, great with the kids. She's wonderful. It's a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. You know, they bring a lot of joy to your life, and you also bring a lot of joy to them.
I like
That she's lovable.
yeah, really lovable, kind, sweet.
We can actually do something to help out. It's not much, but it is something. So that's what I get out of it. We get to help. I get to show my kids something. Me and my wife had the conversation of keeping her, but we figure that's not the plan for us. If we keep her, we won't be able to foster more dogs. So we're going to stay strong, and until the right family comes along, we will keep her in our house, and someday somebody is going to take her and it's going to be just right for her.
Say a prayer for Phoebe to find good family.
It says a prayer for Phoebe to find a new family. Every night Phoebe's in our prayers.
When I actually met Miles, was brought to a company that I worked with to make him a prosthetic leg. I met Michelle, I met Miles. It was just amazing just to see this dog, so gentle, just so much of just kind of an old soul, but such a gentle little baby dog. You know, he just gentle giant, I guess is the best term for him. He was 2 months old by a breeder that had Miles and the other puppies. The breeder said that he was fighting with one of the other puppies, and the breeder had to break it up with a sledgehammer. The man smashed both his front legs, stitched him up with a needle and thread, no anesthetic, put him in the backyard. The neighbors heard Miles howling and yelping because of the pain and just the excruciating trauma. The police came with animal control. They rescued Miles, and they arrested the gentleman who did that. At this point, PAWS Animal Rescue got involved and tried to save both of Miles' legs. They cast both his legs because they were both shattered, basically from the shoulder down. They were only able to save one leg. They had to amputate the other leg right at the shoulder. They fostered him into a foster family who rehabilitated him in a pool. He's just a gentle soul. He's just such a beautiful dog. I started kind of just falling in love with him. You see how playful Miles is, how good he is with people. It allows patients to just forget about the depression, the grief of losing a limb or becoming disabled, whether it's a spinal cord injury or losing a limb due to an amputation. It allows them not to dwell on the past. They see the happiness, they see Miles, how exciting and beautiful he is. They see myself, living fully functioning, taking care of a dog with a disability. They're not sure who's caring for who necessarily.
Well, I think, first of all, these dogs know. They absolutely know that they've been rescued, and they're so appreciative. She was in remission for cancer. She has had lymphoma, and that things looked good, but still it was very serious since she had lymphoma. In a lot of days, I think I'm getting more out of this relationship than she is, but I know she knows she's a lucky girl because she was one day away from being euthanized and had lymphoma and was a very sick girl, and she was 10 pounds lighter than she is today when you rescued her. Eventually we found ourselves going to North Carolina State University, where they've got a specialty in treating dogs with cancer. And she's been back there actually twice, so she's got a lot of frequent flyer miles. She got some great medical care back there and great medical care from a lot of people here in the valley that took care of her, and she's here with us today and here for the long term. She's been worth it, every bit of it, and I'm so happy because in the fall of 2012, the doctors weren't sure if she'd make it, and I couldn't imagine not having her around. And I think it's her strength and her resolve, and then the fact that she knew that everybody loves her. It's changed my life pretty much, because this little girl comes to work with me every day. I don't think a lot of people know that, but she literally comes to the offices at the Cardinals facility every single day, and she's got a little bed in my office, and she sleeps in there, and she runs around the office and visits with people, and she likes to follow me around every day, but she's super great at the office. Everybody loves her. She is great, and in many ways she's become just a great little companion and friend, and always happy to see me when we're having, if we've lost a game or we've had a bad day, she's always there to cheer me up and cheer everybody up here at the training facility.
So on top of our utilities, which is $14.50 a month, and we have our medical expenses and just our operating costs to be able to help these animals to be able to take more in so that we can help find more forever homes. We need the resources to be able to do that. We really appreciate anything that you can do, and we rely so heavily on your support. And the more financial support we're able to receive, the more animals that we can help, like Shadow here. And that's really what it's all about, is being able to save these lives and just make a difference to people who are looking for someone like Shadow to love.
Well, Gunnar and I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit more about PAWS. Thank you so much for all of your support during the silent auction. But I promise you, the fun is not over yet. We still have entertainment, a fashion show, and shopping. And you know what? 20% of everything you buy goes back to PAWS. So shop, shop, shop tonight. And you also may notice a small envelope sitting on your table. This is one more opportunity to give back. Every little bit helps, so please empty out the change in your pockets. Whatever you can give, PAWS truly appreciates. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and have a wonderful evening. Say bye, Gunnar.